Creating your portfolio game plan, it's very important for you to understand what your goals are, how you plan to build up your portfolio, how big of a portfolio do you want, and what kind of resources you currently have, used, unused, underutilized resources, to take a stock of everything that you have and build up a game plan that this is exactly what I would like to see. I know at this moment you may not fully have the knowledge exactly what is possible. Don't worry about that. But at least have an idea. What is your wish? What is your plan? Wish plan that you want to have in place. And then we'll further refine it as we go along into the trainings. So firstly, it means your destination is firmly understood. It means you know where you're going and where you are at this moment. Without the end goal in the sight, it's going to be very hard for you to create a system. So there's no system for creating wealth without having the end vision. So a game plan gives you the motivation to turn away from temptations, from shining gold. You will come across a lot of temptations when you see, oh, this strategy is going to be much better than what I'm doing right now, or whatever it is, so that you are not attracted away and you remain strict and disciplined. For instance, if an individual is interested in real estate without a clear purpose, but just want to make money, they can do an excellent job with the first property, but long run, it's hard for them because no clear strategy. To succeed, you need a structure and systematic investment approach, and this is done by developing a game plan for the portfolio. The following elements are required for a solid portfolio game plan in the ALP system. Number one, the game plan has to be at least for 5 years. Second thing is you have to know your strengths. You have to know your hidden assets and leverage them. So what are your hidden assets? Your hidden assets can be anything: knowledge, credit bureau, cash, assets, a good income, good job, stable job, excellent credit history, friends, relatives, or partners who might come along with you. So we are at all costs, all the time, looking for people, knowledge, strategies, and plans. The reason for that is we want to develop our asset base, the details of their assets, and that they know, people that they know, which can become useful as an investment strategy. Successful investors know how to shift, position, and leverage the assets where most people do not know. So you have to understand. Success depends on getting increased returns on creating the assets and on your existing assets. So you have to not only create new assets, you have to leverage your existing assets and resources and to create new assets. While this sounds conceptually straightforward, implementation demands most people to have a paradigm shift. That's why we strongly recommend our customers in the ALP system that they should reinvest their low-yield assets into high-yield assets. For example, we have purchased 5 investment properties with the home equity of our client John, enabling him to earn around $400,000 net profits in the next few years. He will have more than $300,000 to pay back his mortgages. David, one of our clients, liquidated for his 401ks and bought 2 investment properties that now generate a net cash flow of $1,200. And moreover, in the next 4 years, these properties would likely cash him over $250,000 in net profits. What about taxes and penalties? Anytime you are transferring assets from one type of investment to another, there are bound to be some taxes and penalties. So I don't fear relatively minor penalties and taxes if this means that the real estate return will be much higher and safer. So I don't take financial losses lightly. So I teach people how to liquidate their home equities, pension plans quickly. I know there is much better way of thinking than that you're on a long journey of more than 30 years. It's an excellent example of why an investor's thinking is crucial to the success of the ALP system. It calls for the faults and obsolescence of the traditional retirement system, believing that superior alternatives do exist, and these alternatives can be safely and sustainably used to earn higher yields of return. I'm not here to encourage you to take any additional risks. I'm here to help you reduce your stakes. I just want to eliminate your mortgage payments, debts. I will not jeopardize your hard-earned retirement savings. I want to maximize them. When we reassign the assets to increase the productivity, we create wealth. Home equity and qualified plan funds constitute low-income assets that you can leverage to generate large sums of money. I'll ask you to think about the dangers of inheriting in the traditional thinking. Your financial future is at stake if you follow still the old way. Even if the conventional path has been a success, it's seldom sufficient to ensure a safe and comfortable retirement. Those with a small balance and qualified pension plans often have to sell their homes, use reverse mortgage or something like that to help fund their pension. This is one simple risk. An overwhelming risk is that the reality of the traditional investment is just not giving the clients enough to retire successfully and with enough income. Your relationships are another hidden asset. You can partner with your family, colleagues, business partners, friends, or other real estate investors who would otherwise would be unavailable to you to purchase your investment properties. The real secret of almost all real estate guru is the creative partnership. In such a short time, they can accomplish that much, and it's very simple because they are leveraging. I've done a lot of deals independently, and I've done a lot of partnership deals. My first partner was my cousin, and after a few successful observations, he wanted to know what I was doing, and he wanted to get involved. I taught him the system. I gave him the expertise in the work. He offered his investments, credit, and his history of employment. It resulted in tens of investment properties, most of which have been carrying out using our partnership. To understand how strong alliance may be, I want to take this point home. I want you to fully understand that from the start, I encourage all investors to pursue good partnership actively. It's an excellent way to push forward much quicker than you can do it by yourself. So step 1 of the ALP system is identify and leverage low-income assets. Other types of hidden assets include domestic equity, funds, income, cash, employment history, credit history, relationships, credit bureau, and any other asset that you might have access to, like lines of credit and so on. So this can require a change of paradigm. It means a total paradigm shift. Learn how to do this and manage your risk. When hidden assets are understood and uncovered, people can start investing without any excuses. And these assets include home equity, low yield retirement money, risky accounts, income, work history, loan history, credit history, lines of credit, TFSA, 401ks, RSPs, relationships, and cash. And this is not limited to just that. It means it can be any other thing. All you have to do is identify those assets, and even those minimal assets you can start with, and you can participate in your growth. And it's only a matter of time. If you use your assets to create high yields, your business will grow. 5-year game plan. Everyone that I work with, we design it this way that we want them to achieve their objective of income, of passive income within the next 5 years. This plan comprises of initial and the final purpose of each person. And their original goal is to determine and to transfer their current assets enough to buy at least one property, investment properties. People with more assets or more available resources can buy multiple properties. The final objective is to create enough cash and cash flow to replace your active income, technically within the next few years, and the goal that everyone can achieve. The beauty of our system is once a property is funded, well funded and positioned, it can create the chain reaction. The more properties you have, the more income you're going to have, because each property that you buy with the ALP system is going to add to your net income. So the more properties you buy, the more income you're going to have, and the more your investment is going to look stable to the banks and to the lenders. So the more properties you will be able to leverage and buy. So the primary goal is to get the financing as cheap as possible, which is doing traditional financing with the bank. In order to do the traditional financing with the bank, you need to have excellent credit history to purchase a property. You need to have minimum 2-year business history in any one industry. Save enough down payment, number 3, and you need to start investing using whatever creative techniques you have learned. And you can even do sandwich financing or partnership if you don't qualify for the financing. Number 5 is use your assets, the hidden assets, credit, income, assets that you have underutilized. Use them and to purchase other properties after being qualified with the traditional financing or any other financing. So the other thing you need to do is utilize the equity that you have. So in case you have equity in your first house or second house, take out that equity to purchase the next property. Your portfolio will expand as you refinance and as you sell the property that you have accumulated. Your profit will grow exponentially as you utilize the system. So the important step is preparation. The better the person is qualified, the more prepared he is, the more properties he is able to buy with traditional financing, and faster he or she can build up the momentum and the richness. So the primary objective is to speed up the process. So steps are: remove the equity that you have available, make it accessible to you, whether through refinance or HELOC, and buy your first property at a discount, and then do the same with the investment property. Extract whatever equity is available for extracting so that you can have the funds to purchase the next property. So the person on this path should have a good established credit history, good job and solid income, and good home equity, and that would help you scale up. The next step is to reinvest your profit. Do not seek early rewards. Do not spend what you earned. Preserve and reinvest. So that will help you grow. That will give you the extra cash flow. It won't distract you. It will keep you on the path. And investing is a way to achieve a goal. It's a path to final destination, or it should lead it to it. So like Lewis Carroll said, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. So it's very important for you to have a goal, have a 5-year plan. So to put it very simply, your passion will drive the path, but you need to know where you're heading. You need to have the willpower, because there's no quick fix. This is not an easy road. You will need to do the hard work. The steps are very simple. You just follow the steps, you follow them to the T, and you will get you there. That's basically it. This system is powerful, and can help you maximize and leverage your existing assets. And that's basically it.